I've always wanted to play a druid, but I stay away from that.
This on. Let's pull this out. Let's show it on the screen. Ooh, it's the Greg Stafford. Greg Stafford passed away last month. He was one of the creators of Call of Cthulhu. And so they were holding I don't know, some game. And so this weekend there's a memorial service on the 10th, which was yesterday. And they also asked if anybody wanted to commemorate Greg's life, play one of Greg's games or play any game and have some fun and show this guy. So we'll be putting this somewhere at some point. You know what? We can put it right there. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. That looks like one of those little thumbnail things. So this is kind of the commemorative game for Greg Stafford as well. I wanted to run something this weekend. So we're in Down Darker Trails. It is November 9th in the morning. Mid-morning. Otto has just taken the last couple hours to dig a couple of... How deep? You want to go 6 foot, or are you going to go for a little shallower?
Probably respectfully dig.
So 4 or 5 feet at least.
4 or 5.
Okay. Has dug 2 graves to put the body of the kid you found in the tap room and the dead guy you found upstairs in the one room. Yeah, looks like a prospector. Buried them. The rest of you probably napped that morning a little bit.
Oh, I was so busy working out last night. You know, all the work that I did.
Well, you stayed awake all night, though. You were paralyzed, but how easy is it to get to sleep when your eyes are fixed open and you're staring at the ceiling?
Okay,
you probably passed in and out of sleep, you know what I mean? Like, you would almost doze, but then you realize you're awake, and then you would almost kind of sort of fall asleep, and maybe time has passed, but you only got a decent night's sleep with Stalloid. And you woke up sore, though, because you slept up against the fireplace, sitting upward the whole night long. So you're a little sore in the back, but...
My neck is probably just dead.
Yeah.
I was on the floor.
You're a little sore. Yeah, you were laying on your back on the floor. Yeah. I think everybody was, except for Stalloid. So yeah, it was not a good night. But as was pointed out, your horses are still fresh. They had a good night.
Yeah.
Nothing seemed to happen to them. So you could head on that next morning once
I'm going to search
Otto
the house
finishes.
for lanterns.
You did find one lantern.
No, I know. That was the barn.
Right. That's all there was.
That's all there
it looks
was?
like there was boxes. One box says candles. It's empty.
Okay.
And remember, you found all those wads of tallow all over the place. And these people had stayed up all night long.
I was going to try to get other people lanterns.
Marshall Pierce and Lydia Fitzsimmons are here with you. They're in your condition. They are worn out. Otto's in even worse condition because he didn't sleep last night because he was paralyzed, and then he spent the last 2 hours digging 2 graves.
Yeah.
So you were
I could have probably helped him with that.
Okay, so you couldn't help him with that.
Yeah.
He's still worn out.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do on November 9th? Do you want to head on?
I also wanted...
South Arkansas is the next town on this...
In character, I also wanted to get out there before him and make sure none of all the blood had been washed away by the rain, so that nobody
Because it was pouring rain after you... The dead chicken's still out there.
Oh, nice!
Okay, so I don't know what you want to do about that.
I take it and I kind of like throw it into some brush.
Okay, yeah, you can just toss it off. There's a little brush. This is a pretty mountainous area.
Gotta erase the evidence of the magic.
Pretty much. That's not a good place for your computer, I'll tell you that. Because we're probably going to be cooking pizza bites in that, and I would not want something bad to happen. You can set up right here on the table.
Well, I need to charge it first.
Oh,
I figured
okay.
I'd get through the introduction.
Actually, over here, probably take one of those chairs and set it up, and you can put it on there, and that way it won't overheat or anything. There's a plug right down there under the curtains. Anyway. That's okay, John. I just didn't want it on that. I was kind of fearful of it being on top of the toast oven. What's the plan? What do you guys want to do?
Well, I guess we're going to continue onward.
Okay.
I figure we should. I think what Pierce said the day before makes sense, that we should just let the authorities know the next chance we get about what happened here.
Next time you can tell the marshal there or anybody in authority, and just let them know what's going on.
And they can figure it out if they want to.
Okay, so you head on. On horseback, some of you are dozing in your saddles. I mean, you're exhausted. You're not going to be like falling asleep and falling off your horses, but everybody's pretty exhausted. You're only missing one night's sleep. It's not going to kill you. Is she chewing on something?
On the table leg, I do believe.
Hey! Stop! No. Meow.
That's what I kept trying to do.
Meow. Yeah, let's get you something to chew on. Okay, so you head down the road. You've gone maybe an hour and a half, maybe roughly 2 hours, when you spot some people coming the road from the other direction. It's four men. They do appear to be armed. They've got Three of them have rifles on their shoulders. The last one has like 2 pistols like tucked in his belt. It doesn't have a holster or anything for him. They're wearing rough clothes and like wide-brimmed hats made of straw or felt. They've got rucksacks on their back or backpacks. Rough clothing. They are unshaven for the most part. You see that they do have some tools like digging tools, picks and shovels, that kind of stuff with them as they're heading up the road. They're heading your direction as you're coming down the road, heading west towards South Arkansas. So, none of them have guns out. One of them actually has a musket. It's an old frickin', like one of those old French muskets on his shoulder. So there you go.
So Stalloid's concerned, so he's going to go, "Howdy, how are you doing today?"
Howdy.
Where are y'all been?
This is after you've gotten within pretty close distance,
Yeah.
right? Remember, you've also got the marshal with you and Lydia as
I make
well.
sure that my badge is in visible view of them.
Okay.
We were going to ask about that too.
Yeah, but we forgot. So she pulls it out, but that doesn't mean you guys even notice. That's up to you if you even notice this. And Marsh Pierce has his badge out too. They greet you.
Making so many prospector jokes and like being like, "What should I say to these guys?" But, I don't know.
What would Jacali say? Jacali's half asleep though too.
Yeah.
This wakes you up, but they greet you.
I asked him where they might be heading.
They just point down the road.
Are you heading to the... And I say the inn.
Smiling.
Smiling Spirit.
Smiling Spirit.
They say they're probably going to stop there because they don't think they can make it. One of them says this. He doesn't think they can make it to Canyon City before nightfall, so they'll probably stop, make an early day of it.
Okay, so they're going to Canyon City.
It's been abandoned, but it should be safe enough for you to stay there.
They all look at each other. What?
Something happened.
Oh. Do you see a man there with a scraggly beard? Got gray hair.
Prospector guy.
The description does sound like this prospector guy.
And yeah, I saw him. He was dead. We just finished burying him this morning.
Oh. He didn't leave anything, did you? Did he?
No.
He got some tools. We knew old Gulliver. And
look at
his tools are still there.
He left his backpack and stuff like in the common room, probably.
He took his backpack down to the first floor.
Right down in the common room.
Yeah.
And left the tools upstairs in the bed.
Yeah. His current hall had to be destroyed.
Oh, raiders.
Decontamination.
Raiders took that. Yep, it was thieves.
You're a terrible liar.
You say that out loud. They look a little confused.
And
I would recommend...
What me and my friend Stalloid here are trying to say is that there's something dangerous in the geodes, and we have to destroy them.
Okay.
And that's why I said it was thieves.
And I would recommend wherever you got those, don't go back.
Or keep any.
Unless you want to destroy them too.
What are you talking about? We're just meeting Gulliver up here. He's a friend of ours.
He had found some geodes.
Geodes ain't worth shit.
Oh,
He thought they were.
Well, he was always pretty stupid.
Yeah.
and there was an unstable compound in it. Blew up
It was poisonous.
Oh, yep, it blew up.
And it dehydrated the human form.
Yep, dehydrated, blew up all the water. All the water gone.
Well, okay. They're kind of like...
It's a big
Moving
spooky
past you guys.
Robinson curse.
Where are you coming from before you leave?
South Arkansas. That was our last stop. They're trying to like make their way around you guys, not getting too
have
close.
there
They
been
seem to be
any
leery
more
of y'all.
odd generosities going on?
Oh,
Such as
yeah, there was some money or something happening, so I don't remember.
Okay.
They're just trying to get around you guys at this point, since you've handed them like 5 different stories. And
Thanks, Jacali.
there's a marshal there who's like starting to in his horse, and they're just kind of giving you guys a weird look. It's obviously it's a strange encounter for
that man
these
is
men.
not a marshal.
That betrayal.
So once they get behind you, they continue up the road. They keep looking over their shoulders at you guys, that kind of thing. And then you can head on down you can continue on down the road. It goes by the river, and road, trail, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty rough. The mud has been pretty awful. It's obviously been raining here for some time, for probably several days. Right now it's a real nice day. It's cold. You can see your breath. But sunshine, a few scattered clouds in the sky. But otherwise, very nice out.
What day is it?
Today's November 9th, 1875. A Tuesday.
Keep close.
2?
My birthday.
Oh, okay. So, yes, I figured that out before the game started. So you're heading down the road for about another... It's almost another 2 hours. It's a little longer than when you ran into her. No, it's about the same time.
Can I talk to, even though I know Kyle isn't here, talk about what duties a deputy carries?
Yeah, you guys chat about
really
it.
Explained about.
You guys overhear this deputy talk, by the way. Yeah, it's basically you follow his orders. You have the federal government behind you. So if you flash this badge, people are expected to do as they're told, so long as you're acting within the laws. You know, just the general stuff. John, if you think in real life about, and he'll discuss all this thing, but if you think about in real life how a regular deputy would act. Or a marshal sheriff. You do have powers to arrest people, that kind of stuff. It needs to be a legal and lawful arrest, you know, that kind of, you can't just arrest somebody because they look at you cross-eyed or whatever. He goes into some talk about warrants and that kind of thing. You need to have warrants for arrests for people, or they have to have committed a crime, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's pretty much generally you're a cop.
Okay.
And you're on the federal level, too, which puts you in most cases above local marshals, local sheriffs, that kind of thing.
So I have more power than they do?
Yes, but if you push it...
They'll probably get angry again.
Well, they could get angry. They could just jail your ass. They could use something like, we don't really know you're a federal deputy. We're going to throw you in jail until we get to find some paperwork that says, you know, people can be jerks.
Yeah.
Kyle's had, and Marshal Pierce will tell you that he's had a lot of luck. And as long as you're friendly with people, they usually respect the badge.
Okay. What happens if he dies?
What do you mean? If Otto
Kyle
dies?
dies.
Well, he's already submitted the paperwork. He tells you.
Because
he did that before you left.
But, like, given the high fatality rate in this profession, what happens if...
What? There's no high fatality rate. What are you talking about?
But what happens, like, since I serve his orders, what happens if he dies?
Well, you're still going to be a deputy.
But who do I report to then?
He gives you some people in San Francisco. Any federal marshal, report to them, let them know what happened, and basically then they'll decide, you know, where you should be assigned, what you should be doing.
Okay.
You're essentially a federal marshal, but kind of on probation is what it kind of sounds like it is.
Until, like, I get background checked and stuff.
Well, there's not really that much of that.
But, like, you send in the paperwork to get approved as well.
Yeah, so eventually you'll become an actual marshal, but you might consider yourself his deputy. Your badge doesn't actually say deputy, it just says federal marshal on it.
Okay, so I can kind of lie and say that.
You could, if your character... Does your character have honest as a trait?
He's just loyal.
Loyal? Okay, you could lie. Yeah, you can lie without a problem.
And
as long as you don't have honest or...
And analytical.
Yeah.
So like, I guess if it makes more sense to act like a marshal, it makes more sense.
Right. You could probably call yourself a federal marshal legally, too. You're considered... Pierce considers you his deputy because he considers you working for him.
Mm-hmm.
What, Yorie? What?
Real quick, the contact deities, what are those actually like?
The spells?
Yeah.
Wait.
Can I get just a little insight onto that?
From what you've read,
Yeah.
you actually come into contact with one of the deities.
So physical contact?
No. It's more of a mental thing you think. And then you can ask them questions, maybe get spells from them, and that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
But you have to have, but they're specific to the deity. Each one is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I don't know anything about either of them.
So you're going to try
is there any of them in that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I've got two. Yahtzee and Yig.
Yatis and Yig. Okay. Yeah, you don't know either. If you want, Yorie, you can make a Cthulhu Mythos roll for each one of those, for each one. Yeah.
Because I was actually going to ask if I could retcon, because I just picked like a spell at random last time what I was going to be learning.
What were you learning?
I just picked random and I just grabbed mind transfer and I'm like, I don't know if you guys should be doing mind transfer.
What's a great spell? It's a great spell.
You
You can live forever.
I can already reanimate.
Billy's the best! Now you're Stalloid.
Oh no! Stalloid's the best! No.
So no for Yatis.
And
Good. 35.
Nope.
Okay. You're not sure, but you could do some more research.
I'll go ahead and start learning contact Yig.
Okay, go ahead and switch that up.
I will say, Stalloid has heard that name before. From Ophelia.
Yes, he has from Ophelia. Indeed. You might be able to ask Ophelia about this guy.
Next time we see her.
Yes.
Or you can send her a letter.
Can you get this to Ophelia?
Stalloid doesn't know where she lives. You do. You have an idea.
No,
but
I'm
Stalloid doesn't
the mail
necessarily know.
service for Ophelia.
Is there a way I can
I don't know
increase
that.
my knowledge of law every time now that it actually matters a lot more?
Yeah. Yes. If you want, okay, guys, you can study stuff over time as well. It takes 6 months though, and then you make a check at the end of 6 months, and you can get 1d6 in that. So if you want to start studying law, note that you start studying law November 9th, and that means when you're in towns, you'll be looking at law books and that kind of stuff. Yeah, just note it on your character sheet. So, and then figure out what 6 months from November 9th is. And you guys can do this too. It's another way. You're
not while I'm studying books.
You're studying books and trying to get spells, so that's going to take up a lot of your time. But if Jacali wants to try to better herself in something,
I can't reasonably
you could
say
spend
I've
the
been
next
doing
6 months
all
trying to
of
do
this
that.
stuff.
I think I should do that.
So mark down when you started and when it's going to be done, so I don't have to keep track of everything.
I'm trying to decide what it should be.
Yeah,
I
take
mean,
your time.
you should learn English. Can he get a boost of 3 months if I say I'm also helping him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to, if somebody's teaching you, we'll knock it down to actually, let's knock it down to a month.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming every night at least working with her for an hour.
Yeah,
Can
we're doing the...
Can I work with Kyle? I mean, his character.
The hook on fox.
Write down a note about that
I'll ask him this.
and ask him, check with him, because his character sheet's buried somewhere around here.
I'm assuming we're only working on reading and writing because I do speak pretty well.
I can help.
Yeah, okay. And see, that's just reading. Okay, and see, that's where the month thing's going to come in. And John, it'll probably be... It might be more than a month for you, but we got to figure out... You got to talk with Kyle and we'll figure it out together when all three of us are at the table.
Or I can ask the lawyer. Chinese comics and something.
I know law.
Are you willing to help Otto with law?
Look up all these teaching rules. Right now I'm just making up some of these teaching rules off the top of my head, so...
That's our campfire. I'm just sitting there reading books. They ask me questions. I just shout out answers.
And I'm like, what's that, Lambert?
I feel like
Okay, and you're learning English and you already know how to speak it,
I
so
feel
it's
like
going
it'd
to
be
be
willing
easier.
to help Jacali with it too if Stalloid doesn't know anything or learn.
Okay, so you're basically working together as a group trying to
Yeah.
educate Jacali on just her letters,
Yeah.
Reading and writing.
reading and writing, and which you can do with Stalloid has a notebook with notes and shit in it. So Stalloid, you can use that to be like, okay, this is this word, blah, blah, blah.
I have no worries of her figuring out anything inside of it yet.
And to be quite honest, you don't have like paper and pencil except for your notebook. I'm assuming think that you're carrying paper and pencil, are you?
Well, I'm carrying a journal.
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah,
not
you
sure.
can use that with her as well if you want.
I mean, I think I'm willing to show her
Share that
early,
dog bark.
early on, but once she starts to like learn more words, I'm probably just gonna keep it to myself.
Okay, so yeah, you could use that. There's also, if you keep a journal, then you're going to have something to write with.
Yeah.
Probably a pencil
Probably
too.
go flip
So
to the
you could
back of
actually
the
go to the
journal.
back and yeah, that works. So you guys are going to start helping Jacali. So keep that in mind. Every 9th of every month would essentially, I don't know, I would say within a few months, and we can figure this out as it goes, you'd be able to read and write at least adequately, like at 6th grade level or something like that. And if you want to keep going higher than that, you can. That was a neat character concept that I liked.
So you said a couple months and I can like send a letter to somebody?
Yes, and it'll be rough, but yeah, within a couple months you'll be able to make do your letters. And, yeah.
You good?
You good?
And you'd be learning cursive too, actually, block letters and cursive, because people use both in this time period a lot, especially the cursive.
Otto, I feel like since they're like writing cursive, Otto primarily just writes in cursive for everything. So
I think most people do in this time period, unless you're really
Stalloid
unless
likes
you're
the block
uneducated.
letter.
It is easier to read sometimes.
Yeah. When you're
It's
writing
another
notes.
couple hours down the road. You're guessing that you're maybe 3/4 of the way to South Arkansas when you see what looks like a campsite up. Actually, it's more of an hour and a half. You see what looks like a campsite. It's a little bit up a hill away from the road. Looks like you can still see a little smoke coming up from a fire. And there's a man standing up against a tree. Like right up against a tree. He's wearing all black. He's got a black hat on. And he goes, "Hey,
It's Jack West.
hey,
That's Pete Sutter.
Oh God, is it?
help me out."
oh wait, are we in California?
No, this is in Colorado.
Does he have a bounty in Colorado?
You don't know.
It does, I like him.
Wait,
I'm gonna
so
just try and not refer to Pierce since he can't actually speak for himself.
How many times do we have to run into Pete Sutter
Pierce
before
is
he just
opposite.
goes away?
We don't know if it's Pete Sutter. It just sounds like Pete Sutter.
God damn it, help me out here. Get up here. Who's down there?
Where's my piece?
He's like struggling really hard against. He's like doing like this.
I'm gonna just-
he's
it's
tied
really
up.
weird.
I'm gonna.
Oh, let's go see it.
Oh, we need to see this.
I'm gonna ride up to the tree and just look at him.
Okay.
Right up
Who's up there?
Pierce is like this. Pete Sutter. He just continues on down the road. And Lydia's asleep in her saddle. And she just heard
Her horse just goes, yep.
Yeah. So the three of you head up to this camp. It's not far.
Corey's a real good horse. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, it is indeed. Pete Sutter. He is tied to a tree. He's tied his feet. He's tied at the top. He's completely tied up. Like his hands are like down and tied up against this tree. And he goes, "Oh, it's Jacali.
Pete Sutter.
Jacali.
How long have I been missing this spectacle?"
Well, it happened a couple hours ago. 3 or 4 hours ago. Why don't you cut me loose?"
Well, why don't he tell you why you're tied up first?
Yeah, I might want to enjoy this for a little bit.
Oh, I see how it is. I see. You just use up old Pete Sutter. Just take him on some crazy whirlwind tour back to Indian country 100 years ago, and then all of a sudden, you're gonna make fun of him when he gets ambushed by a bunch of low-down desperado claim jumpers.
What, were there 4 of them?
What, are you with him?
There were 4 of the prospectors heading through.
That's what he said. Were you with him?
No.
All I know is I walk up. They had some bacon cooking, and I was heading for South Arkansas. And I said, "Why, gentlemen, would you care to share your lovely meal with me? I would cut some wood or do some chores in exchange."
Is that the voice that you used to talk to them? Because I think that's probably why they tied you up to a tree.
It sounds like sarcasm, sir.
He's struggling. He's struggling. It was not sarcasm. Okay, so if this was a TV show, there'd be like a flashback while he's telling the story. And what you would see is Pete coming up to the campsite with his gun in his hand. 3 of them there, and he's like, "Give me some goddamn bacon!" And then you see another guy coming out of the bushes with some logs, and he goes, "Phew." And then the other 3 just jump on top of Pete, and then they tie him up. But this is the story he is telling you. That he asked for food, and there was a 4th one, and they jumped me, and they took my piece, they got my piece. I gotta go get my piece.
Oh yeah,
The
what?
Yeah, the one guy had him.
Yeah, 2 guns. You notice his holster is empty. His holster hasn't a gun in it. Just untie me. All right, they went the other way, and he's gesturing with his head back the way you guys came.
Well, Pete, I'm not sure if I'm really required to help an outlaw get his gun back.
I'll untie you, but aren't you supposed to watch Jacali?
Well, that was a while ago.
Yeah, but did they ever tell you to stop?
Stalloid.
He's thinking real hard now. Wait a minute. You're a marshal. He's looking at your badge.
I was a deputy.
Well, I'm working for the Secret Service, so I outrank you. Untie me!
You know that's not right.
I don't believe that claim.
What? Well, I'd show you my badge, but they took it away after I tried to get all them free drink. I mean, they took it away for cleaning.
Do you have any paperwork, Pete?
No, I don't need no stinking paperwork.
Well, then I have no way to verify your claim.
Just untie me.
So, Mr. Sutter, what you're saying is that we should untie you and let you lead us into desperados who have more guns than us now, so that you can get your badge and gun back, and we get to. You just want us to follow you for that. Like,
if you want.
If we're going back the opposite way of the way
who
we're
went
going.
back to that engine town and helped you folks out? Huh? Helped you out, Otto. You came to me for advice.
Excuse me?
You were like, "Hey, what should we do, Pete?" And I gave you some wonderful advice.
No, you didn't.
I told you, get the hell away from me. That's always good advice.
You were there?
Oh, okay, let's leave. He's telling us to get the hell away from him.
No, untie me.
I don't know. You're giving me conflicting messages now.
Oh, well,
yes, I was there. I was there. Jack. I was there.
To be honest, they're very similar.
Jack West.
Oh, I hate Jack West.
What if we just go back to the bandits, get your gun and badge ourselves, and definitely come back to untie you afterwards?
Because they've been gone for hours.
But we're on horses.
They're after that Gulliver fella. They said he had a map. I heard him talking after they gave it to me. Yeah, you notice he's got some bruises on his head.
I'll
said he had a map.
Start untying Pete. I've been intrigued by the map.
Okay. Said he had a map. That he always stays in the same room at some weird smiley place, and that he always hides his map and his gold under the mattress. And they're gonna follow his map and get all the rest of his gold. They're claim jumpers. They're claim jumpers, Mr. Policeman.
I'm not sure what
Okay.
that means.
It's people who figure out where other people's claims of land are for gold and everything.
But isn't that the
and
little newt that he's dead now?
The land
His family technically
it
has
should be
claim.
technically still him. Claim jumpers will go, and what they do is they take whatever you've marked the property with that it's yours, and they'll either move those things or they'll throw them away and mark it with their own stuff, and then be like, I was here the whole time, I don't know what he's talking about. It's very illegal. People can get strung up for that shit.
Pete, do you know what this treasure they're searching
Pete's
for
okay.
is?
They say he had a mine. This Gulliver fella had a mine, and it's full of. They were pretty vague on that part. He's got his holster and it's empty. And he's like,
I kind of look at my own revolver and think for a minute to pity him, but then I remember it's Pete's better. And
I gotta get my piece. I don't care if y'all come. If you want to, but I'm getting my piece. Gotta get my piece. He's actually starting to walk away. He's walking back.
I'll ask him if he knows how to use a shotgun. Well,
no, doesn't.
Does he have a horse?
Well enough.
Are you sure you want
No, he was on foot.
I'll go into my pack.
He was on foot.
And I'll get him a shotgun.
Okay, like a double barrel shotgun.
Yeah, or whatever I have. I have something.
It'll do. It's better than nothing. Thank you. Who the hell are you?
Brandon Stalloid, Slime Slayer.
Slime Slayer.
You always add another title to your name, don't you?
I'm gaining them quite frequently.
Oh, nice to meet you. Nice suit.
Thank you.
What does your suit look like? Anyway?
It's the tweed one.
I
decided the reason I wore that today is because the other suit got a lot of burn marks all over it from when I threw the lantern at the ground.
Yeah, it did.
And it was looking rather
very
shabby.
smoky. Okay.
I might have even taken it from the house.
Okay. Oh, the suit from the house?
Maybe.
No, you probably have a change of clothes.
Okay.
One change of clothes. You guys are carrying rucksacks, backpacks.
Gotcha.
Something on the horses where you can put some extra clothes if you want. Pete's going. He wants his piece back. He seems frantic about getting back his
He's
piece.
just walking.
Yeah, he's starting to walk away. Unless you guys want to stop him or go after him or what.
I'm going with him.
Okay. Stalloid rides
It's an
after him.
adventure. Here's a map.
I have
It's a better lead than we've
problems with following Pete's sitter.
Listen, Otto, I just think it's just going to be a fun thing to watch whatever happens. You know, we've earned this, really. Like, dinner and a show.
We also got to make sure that his
Oh my
claim
God.
doesn't have more of those geos.
And listen, if he does anything illegal on the way, you're a deputy, and you can put him in handcuffs and tie him back up to that tree, and you can leave him right where we found him.
My haters are
I did
burning.
give him a gun.
How am I supposed to arrest him when he has a shotgun?
Knock him out.
I expect you to help me knock them out.
Of course. I'll try.
Let's follow him.
Anyways, it's Pete Sutter. He'll get off that tree no matter what.
Yeah. Alright.
I've seen him die on the streets, and he's still here.
You have.
Maybe we could test that.
Just a tiny Death Star.
Do any one of us want to offer him a horse? Because I don't.
I figured he could just ride on my horse.
He's walking right now.
Yeah.
He's
I'll
just
offer him a
down
ride.
the road. Like,
Yeah, I'll catch up and offer him a ride.
I figured we were walking alongside him on the horseback.
My horse is just going like a saunter. Keep it up with him.
when he walked away, you guys had this conversation.
Alright.
He could make out a little bit. That's why he yelled back that his ears were burning. But he obviously couldn't hear the whole thing.
Well, I'll catch up.
Because some of the things you said were like downright aggressive, okay? He isn't just going to ignore people being jerks to him.
He's Pete Sutter.
No.
He's got thick skin.
Doesn't mean
It's
we'll let your head
the
off
only
there.
explanation how he looked through a Chinese Death Star.
You were talking about Otto arresting him later.
If he does anything illegal?
If he does anything illegal.
All I'm saying is, you guys didn't say you were moving, except for you, and I'm assuming you came back. You had this little conversation while he was walking away.
Yeah.
He caught some of it, but obviously didn't hear everything. And now you can ride up to him and keep up pace with him. Have both of us on one horse?
There's plenty of room. And that way your hands are free to shoot those desperados when you see them.
He thinks it over and
I'd
eventually
rather-
he'll take you up on that offer.
I'd rather we not shoot these men immediately.
Oh, they're going to be shot.
Now, Pete, if you don't want me to arrest you, I would advise you to cooperate with me and at least try to take these men in peacefully first.
Give me your gun. Give me your gun. Loan me your gun.
He is a better shot with a revolver.
I have a shotgun you can have.
He could disarm someone.
He's
with
just
it.
pointing.
He's not pointing at you. He's holding it like this.
He's holding by the barrel, handing you the handle.
He's actually got it kind of like halfway up the barrel. So it's like this. He's not aiming a shotgun at you. Yeah.
I'll offer him my 45 peacemaker, and I'll take the shotgun into the back of the Stalloid.
Okay.
You can hold on to it.
Oh, I'll hold on to it then, I guess.
I never use it.
And if anybody needs any arrows, I've got them.
Remember to do my pointer.
Here's the double barrel. Whoever has that.
I guess I do now.
Hey, you. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything. Oh, here's Jacali's bow.
I'm so close to a third chance.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't know they had shells in it.
31.
He takes your gun. Jeez. He takes your gun and he checks the load, and then he does one of these things, and it goes right into the holster very lightly. He doesn't shove it in, so he just kind of lightly goes in. He goes, "That's not bad." No peace, no peace. He mutters about this. You're hearing a lot about his piece on the ride.
He's spent 2 extra times with us today.
Are you guys gonna try to make fast time?
Yeah, we gotta catch up with
I
it.
feel like we should.
We're trying to beat them to the map.
Well, you're about 4 hours behind them.
Yeah.
Because you ran into them a couple hours. And then it was another couple hours before you found Pete Soto tied up.
Well, I think I'll catch up to them at least.
Can I use my navigate skill to make a little shortcut?
Can I use my track to...
The track is just going to show you that they're on the road.
Can I use my
At this
astronomy
point.
to divine the
Can I at
way?
least check to make sure that they're still
Yes, you
going
can.
the way they said they were?
No. Yeah, you can use astronomy. You go
What?
to do whatever you want.
Oh, wait.
Damn.
Jacali, let's see. No. Yeah, go ahead and make a roll for navigation.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so you're keeping an eye and you're seeing their tracks. It's been raining all the time. The tracks are pretty evident. Some of your hoof prints are mashing out